and navigate back to Project Manager, where we can take a look at the UCF file. As you can see, it's been updated with clock P and has a net, and also has defined a period for that net. So now we can go under Netlist Design and click Run DRC. Pick an output file name and click OK, and it will run a DSRC check to check for errors. As you can see, it's having trouble finding. There's a problem with IOB X1Y40 being inside Reconfiguration block. I can't read it, but I'll just open the file. Replace inside the place for count. So we need to look at count and see why it's we go to physical constraints. It's a lot easier to find. And look, IOB X1Y40. You could also just use the find command to search for it, but since it's inside the module, it's not exactly a pain to find. So no, it's not going to read it. X1Y40, so we can just scroll up till we find it. From here. Well, that appears to be inside the range that was required. So you have to wonder if there's really an error, or whether. Actually, looking at the tutorial, it appears that that error is expected, so we're fine. We can go on, and by opening back up the main menu and going to implementation settings, it should automatically we need to go to Window, Design Runs, and we have Config 1. In the Implementation Run Properties window, select the Partition tab. And here. Hard to see with my low resolution, but let's find the Partitions tab right there, and we see that we can close this. That will save some room, or just expand it. Same time, this could be bigger. We don't need all that room. So we're set to VRAM first, and VRAM and count CW, which is fine. Click the implement in the flow navigator. Save the project before implementing, and it will begin implementation of configuration 1. PlanAhead automatically generates an initial configuration based on the order in which you add your partially reconfigurable designs. So if we give it a minute, actually it may take a while, so I'll just pause the video and start up again when it finishes. So once the implementation completes, you can promote the partition, and promote config on, and then you go to, okay, that's not good, what's details? Oh, whatever. If it crashes, it crashes. I thought it meant there was something wrong with the design. I was just saying it's unstable. Wonder why. So if you go in that list under configurations, you'll now see that well, it's supposed to say promoted. Okay, maybe it didn't get promoted. Let's try promoting it here. Okay, this time it worked. No errors, no warnings about instability. And now that we've done that, we can actually try to create multiple runs using the wizard. And that looks fine. There's a config 2 partition action. Okay, set up the implementation run. Click the partition name button up here. Partition dialog box. Default mode. So here we can change the module variants, and that will allow us to create a different configuration. So we change them to the second configuration, hit OK, then click Next. Do not launch now, because we're going to launch it manually later. Next. Click Finish. Now it creates the implementation run for the second one. Now there are 2 configs listed. As you can see, it's not started yet, so we actually need to implement this one. However, why not implement it while we're here? Okay. This is going to generate a partial bit stream that can be used to modify the bit stream generated earlier. So I guess I'll stop the video here and just restart it once it finishes implementing.
So I finally implemented config 2. The first time I accidentally forgot to click beside implement. You need to click beside implement and change make active to the other configuration and then implement that configuration as well. Now that both configurations are implemented, we can click program and debug and verify configuration, which will compare the 2 configurations to make sure that that the static logic and stuff is compatible. Let's see. So finally the file configuration has completed, so we can now generate bitstream. I don't know what all those options are for, but there's no special bitstream. The tutorial says there are no special bitstream options required, so we just click OK. It prepares to run for launch. So that bitstream completed bitstream generation successfully. However, that's not actually both configurations. So if you want to be able to select which configurations you wish to, there's under design runs, you can pick which configuration. You can click on one or click on multiple ones and then click bitstream gen. And then once you have bitstream, you can actually launch Impact and just load it on the board. And so now bitstream generation for both of the bitstreams is complete, and all you have to do is go to Programming and Debug, and you have the option of launching Impact and downloading your configuration onto your board, and you'll be able to dynamically reconfigure your device.